The final form of a red sea skull, now inherited by a creature from the depths beyond the void shore. Angler. Danger 4, Rarity 4, Sight 2, Speed 2. Angler is a rarity tier 3 entity and has 3 spawn requirements, but if it's left alone, Angler will spawn naturally starting floor 20. Angler uses roaming pathfinding, which just means it roams the facility randomly. Once the player enters its line of sight, it will play a sound cue and fire a bunch of bubbles with seemingly random speeds in a cone towards the player. Each bubble inflicts the player with 3 stacks of the Injured debuff for around 5 seconds each. Injured decreases max stamina by 2 for each stack, and there's a more detailed explanation in the manager video. Upon the spawning of an Angler, it will put a green sparkle effect around items on the ground. Picking up one of these items inflicts the player with the Lured debuff for around 5 seconds. Lured will take control of the player's movements and force the player to pathfind towards the entity that inflicted it, in this case, Angler. Picking up scrap from a scrap pile or buying an item from the scrap shop will not inflict you with the Lured debuff if they are sparkling. The red sea skull is an item that can be found around the facility floors. Holding it gives the player a speed buff increasing the walk and run speed by 3. However, as long as it is in the inventory, it will build up an infection debuff. A few floors after you get the infection debuff, an egg will spawn beneath you. After some time, you will hear it crack 6 times. On the 6th crack, the Angler will spawn. This can happen on any floor, including the scrap shop. This is the second spawn requirement. If the Angler spawns this way, Angler will be added to the entity pool starting the next floor, meaning even if you get rid of the skull, Angler can still spawn naturally. The third spawn requirement is that it can be spawned from the Chaos Crate. I usually don't mention the Chaos Crate as a spawn requirement, but this is an exception. A lot of newer players, or players whose best floor is less than 20, don't like to pick up the red skull because of the Angler. But you can get rid of the infection debuff with a cleanse potion or with the alchemy set.